What's going on, guys? My name is Zed and welcome to this video. This is last week I watched number 26, and without any further ado, let's get into it. So the first movie I watched this week was Ragu, not the pasta, but Ragu, King of the Sea Monsters, or Ragu, the Sea Monster versus the Battleship Yamato. There's like 3 different titles for it, but it's a Japanese movie from 2008, and it is fucking bonkers. I loaded up my Alexa, and I spoke into the remote. I said, monster movies, and it was like, oh, there's 2 that exist in the entire world, and one of them is this Japanese kaiju movie, and I was like, I love Godzilla! So I watched it, and it was fucking nuts. I don't know how to explain it. It is one of, if not the cheesiest movie I've ever seen. Not because they didn't try, but the special effects are just, I don't even know what era they're from. Like maybe when they first discovered that PCs could make, 3D renderings. Like, it's so bad, it's good. It's enjoyable for what it is. And for that, I gave it 2 out of 5 stars.
You breed like rats. You put stone on top of stone and then live in your own filth. You are trespassers on our world. This is why I created the plague.
And then next up, I watched The Last Witch Hunter, which I picked up a couple of weeks ago, maybe a couple months ago by now. And it was sitting next to me on my bed for like almost a week, and I was like, why don't I just pop it in and give it a watch? And I enjoyed the hell out of it. Basically, Vin Diesel's character is this witch hunter, and back in the long time ago, it was 800 years prior to this movie being made, which was in 2016, so minus that by 800 years, there was this witch queen, and a bunch of these, guys went up there to kill them because they were causing the Black Plague. The witches believed that they were the superior race and that humans were detrimental to the earth, so they were going to kill them with this thing called the Black Plague. And spoiler alert, Vin Diesel survives that and is granted eternal life, and he thinks that's his curse. But in actuality, some things happen throughout the movie, and you're like, oh, this movie is actually really interesting. Vin Diesel as an actor doesn't have much of a range, but you can tell the other actors around him pulled something a little bit different from his performance. It was still Vin Diesel, but it was a little bit different. Not Fast and Furious Vin Diesel, just a little bit different. And I could tell this world really wanted to be developed. And it had so much potential. Not that I didn't like it, I did really enjoy it, but there are some things that were dived into, and then other things that you were like, oh, they're just skimming the surface of what they could have done with that. So The Last Witch Hunter, visually really cool, so many really good concepts. Overall, just enjoyable, a fun, again, another fun monster movie, The Last Witch Hunter. 4 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. I thought it had so much potential, and unfortunately, I don't think we'll ever be seeing a sequel.
Hi, I'm Dora, and I'm being chased by a herd of angry pygmy elephants. Can you say angry pygmy elephant?
There comes a time every so often where I get to just fall in love with a movie, and that's what happened with Dora and the Lost City of Gold. This movie was fan-fucking-tastic. Like, oh my god. They did it. They pulled it off. When they were talking about making a live-action Dora, everyone was like, what the why? Why would you make that? Like, the cartoon is so special. How are you going to translate that to the big screen? And you're going to make her older? Like, I don't know about this. What? And then the trailer came out, and people were like, okay, that's interesting. I like the direction. Okay, come on, release the movie. Let's go watch it. And then they released the movie, and it got great reviews, both critically and audiences alike. And it did well in the box office, and people were like, holy shit, they fucking did it. And I finally loaded up Amazon Prime. I was able to watch it, and I am so impressed. It's funny. It's charming. So many great choices when it comes to actors. So many great callbacks to the original TV show, which I grew up on. I grew up on Blue's Clues and Dora. These things were so... It brought back so many memories. I was like, oh my God, like I feel like I'm, 5 or 6 again, sitting at home in the morning with my grandparents while my grandpa eats his cereal, my grandma eats her oatmeal, and I'm sitting there watching Dora, and they're like, okay, cool. You know what? Wheel of Fortune comes on at, 10 or 11. Or not Wheel of Fortune, what's it called? Price is Right comes out at 10 or 11. So I was just so happy to watch this movie. So happy and so impressed and so much in love with it that I immediately, as the credits were still rolling, I went on Mercari and I bought it. So this happened last time with The Artist, where I finished the movie and I was like, holy shit, this is fantastic. And I bought the movie. Same thing with Dora and the Lost City of Gold. Movie ends. I immediately went and bought it. $10. I am so happy. Like, that's all I can say. Like, I can't even give it a proper review because I just loved it so much. And I think everyone should go watch it because I'm telling you, you will be so surprised with just how great of not even an adaptation. They totally took... It is an adaptation. They took stuff from the original show, stuff that kids would like and adults would like, and they took it and they did it. They did it so well. And I'm just I'm so happy. Dora and the Lost City of Gold. 5 out of 5 stars. My childhood has been complete with this movie, and they would be stupid not to give that director a second shot and give all these actors they would be stupid not to do it because, oh my God. And that was it for this week's episode of Last Week I Watched. Not very many movies were watched this week, but I did have a ton of fun, especially with the Dora movie. Still waiting for that to come in the mail. But this next week, I do plan on watching a bunch of newer releases. I have a list of stuff I want to get through. So fingers crossed I find the time. My lips are really red. I was just drinking fruit punch. It's like really distracting me. Hopefully I find the time this week to actually get through those movies and not lollygag around. So thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. And until next time, guys, I'll be seeing you later. Peace.